Hey, what's up guys? Today I want to talk to you about meal frequency. Now there's this magical approach where you have to eat 5 to 6 meals a day in order to lose body fat, gain muscle and stuff like that. Now the supposed reasoning for that is that it will speed up your metabolism and have all sorts of benefits when it comes to weight loss and building muscle mass. So I'm going to talk a little bit about why I don't recommend it and some of my personal experience with it. So I used to eat like that, eating 5 to 6 meals a day, and I found that it's not really sustainable for most people. I mean, people do have jobs, kids, family to take care of, and run their business or stuff like that. And now I'm not saying that all of these are excuses. I mean, if you're committed and you make it a lifestyle of yours, then it's definitely possible. People are doing it every day and they're seeing results. They're losing body fat, building muscle and getting in shape. So it's definitely something that is possible and people are doing it. But it's not something I recommend, and personally I found a better way for myself to lose body fat and build muscle and eat healthy and make it more sustainable. So I'm going to explain a little bit why I don't recommend eating like that, eating 5 to 6 meals a day. When the body is fed every 2 to 3 hours, it will not be encouraged to burn the stored fat that you have for energy. I mean, why should it be digging out for that stored fat when it's being fed all day long? When you're eating 3 meals a day, for example, you have this space between each meal, which forces the body to use the fat stores as fuel. Another argument is that if you eat 6 small healthy meals a day, the appetite and hunger levels are going to be less, which is far from being the truth, because from my experience, when I was doing that, I was always looking for food, looking for something to put in my mouth, and I was always hungry, never satisfied. And that's where I developed my binge eating, which I will be talking about more in future videos. It doesn't matter if you eat 5 to 6 small meals a day or 3, 4 big ones, or if you eat more frequent. At the end of the day, what matters most is the amount of calories that you eat during the day, the total amount of calories that you consume. Also, when you eat every 2 to 3 hours, your body will become dependent on a constant supply of food. Your body will basically lose its built-in ability to tolerate missing a meal. So it becomes a roller coaster where, you know, sugar crash, and you're always craving for foods, for something to put in your mouth. So that's where I started intermittent fasting. I've been experiencing with it for the last 2 weeks, and I wanted to share a couple of points that helped me transition to it, because it's not an instant transition, because we're used to wake up and just eat the first meal and keep on going and give the body a constant supply of food. So here are some points that I believe will help you make the transition easier for you. First of all, discover what's the best fasting window for you according to your schedule. There are lots of approaches out there, regarding the number of hours of fasting that you do. There are those that are doing 16 hours of fasting and 8 hours of eating. Some are doing 12 hours of fasting, 12 hours of eating. Some of the people I know are doing 20 hours of fasting and 4 hours of eating. So there are lots of different approaches. Just figure out what's best for you. The second point is choosing the time of your fasting during the day. Now, if you chose to fast at the AM time, fasting through breakfast and noontime and through lunch maybe, so I highly suggest that you push your first meal of the day a little bit more every day. So for example, if you used to eat at 7 a.m. or 8 a.m., try to eat at 10 a.m. or 11 a.m. and just push your first meal of the day as far as you can go. And if you are the opposite and you prefer fasting through the afternoon and evening time and just eat your meals at the AM times, you know, in breakfast and stuff like that, then I suggest you find some, you know, you keep yourself busy at the afternoon hours and not have so much access to food, because if you have access to food and you're used to eat through all day long, then you'll eventually go and grab some food and break the fast. And one last tip, if you don't already know, figure out how many calories you need a day according to your goals, if you want to build muscle, lose fat, or whatever. I hope you found this video helpful, and I'll see you guys on the next video.